I teamed up with some great people in the Paul Meyer family, man, to be able to help me create something special. So I'm glad you and everybody else is enjoying it.
Oh, for sure, man. That's true, man. As athletes, you know, they try and put us in that box. They try and pigeonhole us. But, like, they don't understand, like, all the sacrifice it takes, the teamwork that it takes, the consistency, the diligence, persistence, you know, all of that that goes into playing our sports, we apply to the rest of our lives, you know, and other aspects of our lives. And that's what makes us good. That's what makes us who we are, man. And that's dope, bro. You know, I'm from Northern California.
I
So I
know.
took trips up to Napa a lot. So that's dope, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you still are leading the way, my bro. You are still leading the way. For sure.
You from San Jose, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, no doubt. Everybody, so I don't know. I'm sure people can hear my voice. I don't know how the Wi-Fi is going and whatever, but I seen when you post, you gave my wine a 10 out of 10. And everybody was laughing about that because I'm sure you, just like I, have been getting a lot of comments, and the comments have been consistent with 9 out of 10.
Always, dog. It's been like that since the cousin. My comment section, your comment section.
Yeah.
So
yeah, man. So let's jump right into it before also too, we're going to get to some of your life too, man, because there's some things that I found out that is so interesting I want to talk about. But everyone also want to hear about, you know, us have this conversation about, you know, the dunk contest and about the rap, the diss record and all that kind of stuff, man. But let's start off and talk about your feelings on the dunk contest and how everything went down, and we could just have a convo about that, man.
Man, I feel like I got robbed again, man.
Where you get robbed at? Which part? At the end or just at what part?
Yeah, the end, man. The end is you know, you heard what Reverend Jackson said.
No, what'd he say?
He said that's some bullshit.
I heard you talk about him in your song. Talk about it. I didn't know what he said though.
He came up to me like, "Yo, that's some bullshit." I was like, "Damn, Rev, you cursing that? You cursing that, man?"
So I don't know. A lot of people obviously, you know, was not there like in the moment. It was. I don't know if you remember. Remember, it was a moment where you took your shoes off.
Yeah.
And because the NBA, you know, they wanted you to continue to keep dunking, and I started taking my mic and everything off, and I was like, yo, like, end it right now, because like at this point, like, it's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, they made us continue to keep going. So you know, I think I've expressed it a lot, and I know you have as well. Then this is what's unfortunate about that dunk contest to me, is that I felt that it was a point where, you know, you were getting 10s every time. D Jones was getting 10s every time, and it was just like, it was an amazing show that y'all was putting on. But it was a point where you knew that somebody was going to lose, and it was unfortunate once again that was going to have to come down to that. So I was like, yo, let's just give them co-dunk champions, because neither one of these guys deserved to lose. But we had to continue to keep going, and they told us to continue to keep, you know, as judges, we had to continue to give a score. So just to let you know why I gave you a 9, and I don't know why the other two judges gave you a 9, but I know why I did, is because only reason I did, and like people make a valid point. They say, listen, it don't matter if he cleared him or not. The guy's 7'6". It doesn't matter.
That's a big dude, man. You see Talk with that's a big dude.
Talk goes tall. And in my mind as a judge, I'm not thinking about anything but what I look for. And I remember early on in the dunk contest, Derrick Jones Jr., he tried to dunk over Bam. And I remember everybody, first of all, I got booed a few times throughout that dunk contest, right? Because as a former athlete, I'm a little harder on certain dunks.
Right.
And I gave D Jones a 9. And the only reason I gave D Jones a 9 because I was like, listen, if you're going to attempt that dunk, you have to clear it. And he touched Bam.
Right. He
touched
pushed,
Bam's shoulder.
He was the hand, yeah.
He touched his shoulder. It was a hell of a dunk. Everybody else gave him 10s. I was the only one gave him a 9. It was because of that. So to let you know, from my standpoint, how I looked at the dunk contest, and it's unfortunate that a Miami Heat guy was in there because it makes it look real fucked up. But it really was about, if you attempt this dunk, which is almost an impossible dunk to do, you have to clear him. So once you didn't clear him, I was like, well, I got to give him a 9.
Yeah. Shit, I thought I cleared him. You know what I mean? I thought I cleared him. He's a big dude, so he might have ducked out the way, but I thought I cleared him. But I mean, it really come down to the show, like the rules. You know what I mean? Like, we did 4 dunks, and then that fifth dunk, that extra dunk, and then that sixth dunk is kind of like a curveball that they like the league threw in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were like, all right, we'll just keep it going. You know what I mean? But like after five, like I had like five perfects. It should have just like been a tie or just been over. You know what I mean? Like it's like low key the same thing that happened in 2016, or like even like if they changed the rules to like an accumulation. You know what I mean? So just keep the score the whole time.
Yeah.
And then that'll make it better too, because you know what I mean. What's
Yeah.
done is done. Like it still was a hell of a show. And it was a hell of a dunk contest. People still talking about it and shit. So it was dope. I mean,
Yeah,
I thought I cleared homeboy.
Listen, I came, and a lot of people out there, we cannot do not half of what you guys were able to do in that dunk contest. So it's always hard to judge someone when you can't do what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, all the dunks is a 10 to all of us because none of us can do them.
Right. It's
you
like,
know what
oh
I'm saying?
shit, that's a 10. Like,
Right. They all are. So, I feel like, the thing is when it comes to the dunk contest, the toughest part of being a judge is of knowing the history, right? So you know the history of your last dunk contest and the one before that, and how at some point I felt watching it as a fan like he should have at least one dunk contest. So you know that history. So when you're judging, you have a little bias even to that.
Right. Just off the muscle alone, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
probably, but it is what it is, man. You know what I mean?
But talk about what made you express yourself in the way you did when you decided to put the record together? Because you haven't talked about it a lot, and that was one of the first times I really talk about it. What made you do that?
Cool, man. Yeah, cool. Man, I thought it was just a way to bring balance back. You know what I mean? Everyone was on your biscuit. Like, it wasn't even that like everybody was feeling for me, but I just had to like vent for people to like give them the perspective of like, look, it is what it is. This is what happened. These are kind of facts, but like it's a way to express myself, talk to you, keep it lighthearted, and let everybody know like it's not that serious. Like there's a way to express it that can be like uplifting. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that's what it was. Like,
Keep it light. Keep it light.
You a legend, dog. You already know that. You a legend.
Oh man, I listen. I hit you right away. I hit you right away.
You're a legend, bro. We watched you. One of the lines was, "I used to hoop in your Converse so comfortably."
Yeah.
Yeah, you had the line of Converse. I used to play in them shit so like, you know what I mean? So you legend to me, bro. And I never take like real shots at a legend. That's OG, and that's just respect. So I just did it in a way that I thought people would enjoy, and just continue to make music, man.
Yeah, man. And first of all, I appreciate that. And second of all, how about I didn't know that it was even remotely about me until I heard that line. When I heard the Converse line, I was like, oh shit, wait, he talking about me right now.
Yeah, you were like, oh shit.
At first, I was like, okay, he's like 9 out of 10. Okay, he's talking about the dunk contest in a creative way. And then I heard I used to hoop in your Converse so comfortably. I'm like, I think he's talking about me. But let's